Lateral thinking isn't a strategy, it's an escape route from stale logic. It's the cheat code to learning to solve problems, especially those sticky problems that get you stuck in a rut and just keep you hitting the same wall over and over and over again. Lateral thinking is that awesome skill of thinking outside the box, looking at things from a totally new angle to find a solution you never saw before. It's like instead of trying to open the locked door, you realize there's an open window right next to it. It's a total game changer, not just for, well, games, but for everything in life. And what's the most fun way to get better at something? Turn it into a game, of course. Now, these aren't your typical roll and move games, nope. They're designed to stretch your brain and boost those creative problem-solving skills in the most entertaining way possible. Welcome back to Critical Thinking Secrets. Today, we're highlighting the 7 best lateral thinking board games available, including Hedbanz, Super Mario Labyrinth, Dominion, and several more. These are the best of the best, the ones that'll have your family and friends laughing and thinking in ways they never expected. So if you're ready to level up your game nights and your brain power, you are in the right place. So stick around, because for each game, we're going to break down the age ranges, the price points, and what real players are saying with those all-important customer ratings. We've got something for everyone, from antsy kids to strategic geniuses. You won't want to miss this. Forget the rules. These 7 lateral thinking board games will rewire how you think, sideways. Alright, first up, we have a classic that you've probably seen everywhere, and for good reason. It's Hedbanz. The game where you ask the question, what am I? This one is just pure, simple, chaotic fun. You stick a card on your forehead with a headband, you don't know what it is, but everyone else does. It could be an animal, a food, an object, anything. Your job is to figure it out by asking only yes or no questions before the timer runs out. It sounds easy, but you'd be surprised how tricky it is. You have to get creative with your questions. The real genius of Hedbanz is how it secretly trains your brain. While you're frantically trying to guess if you're a bicycle or a slice of pizza, you're actually practicing some serious critical thinking and deductive reasoning. And let me tell you, the Amazon ratings are through the roof for this one. Parents and players absolutely love it because it gets the whole family involved, from the little kids to the grandparents. It's a fantastic icebreaker and a great way to get everyone laughing and engaging their brains without even realizing it. You're not just playing a game, you're building communication skills and learning how to approach problems from different angles. Hedbanz is a must-have for any family game closet. Okay, now let's shift gears from silly guessing to some serious strategy. This next one is for all of you who love a deep, tactical experience. It's called Dominion, and folks, this game is a masterpiece of modern board gaming. It's a deck-building game, which means you don't just get a hand of cards, you build your entire deck as you play. You start with a small, sad little collection of copper and estates, but turn by turn, you buy new cards to add to your deck, making it more powerful and efficient. The goal is to have the most victory points at the end, but the path to victory is wide open. This is where the lateral thinking kicks in big time. There are dozens of different kingdom cards you can buy, each with unique abilities. Do you build an engine that lets you draw tons of cards? Do you go on the attack and mess with your opponent's decks? Or do you find some weird, obscure card combination that no one else sees? Every single game is a new puzzle, a new problem to solve. It's all about adapting your strategy on the fly. Dominion has incredibly high ratings, and it's won a ton of awards. And if you love strategy and building something from the ground up, you have to check out Dominion. Who doesn't love Super Mario? And who doesn't love a good maze? Well, what if you combined them? You'd get our next game, Super Mario Labyrinth. This game is fantastic. The board itself is a maze, but here's the twist. The maze is always changing. On your turn, you take the extra maze tile and slide it into one of the rows or columns, which pushes all the other tiles and completely changes the layout of the board. It's brilliant. 1 second you have a clear path to grab that superstar, and the next a wall is in your way and your opponent is laughing. Your goal is to navigate this shifting maze with your character, Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Yoshi, to collect all of your specific character tokens and then get back to your starting square. This requires a totally unique kind of problem solving. You can't just plan your route and stick to it. You have to anticipate how the board might change, and more importantly, you have to think about how you can change the board to your advantage while messing up your opponent's plans. It's devious, fun for the whole family, and the rules are simple to learn, but the strategy can get surprisingly deep. Super Mario Labyrinth forces you to think spatially and creatively, making it a perfect game for developing those outside-the-box thinking skills. Next stop on our list is a modern classic that has taken the board game world by storm. I'm talking about Ticket to Ride. This game is elegant, it's beautiful, and honestly, it's secretly a brain burner. The premise is simple. You are trying to build train routes across a map of North America to connect different cities. You collect colored train car cards, and when you have enough of one color, you can claim a route on the board and place your little plastic trains down. It's so satisfying to see your railway empire grow across the continent. But where does the lateral thinking come in? Well, you have secret destination tickets that give you big points for connecting two specific, often very distant cities. The challenge is that you have to build this route without anyone else figuring out what you're doing and blocking you. This isn't about pure step-by-step logic, it's about spatial reasoning and risk assessment. Sometimes the most direct path is already taken, so you have to find a clever roundabout way to get to your destination. It's a fantastic gateway game that will challenge you to think differently about connecting the dots. Get ready to let your imagination run wild with our next game, Dixit. This game is pure art and poetry. I mean that literally. The artwork on the cards is absolutely stunning and dreamlike. In Dixit, one player is the storyteller for the round. They look at the 6 bizarre, beautiful illustration cards in their hand, choose one, and give a clue about it. The clue can be a single word, a phrase, a sound, or even a line from a song. It can be anything. It's all about creativity. Then every other player looks at their own cards and chooses one that they think best matches the storyteller's clue. All the chosen cards are shuffled and revealed, and everyone has to secretly vote for which card they think was the storyteller's original card. Here's the brilliant part. As the storyteller, you want some people to guess your card, but not everyone. Dixit is the definition of thinking outside the box. You're not dealing with numbers or resources, you're dealing with ideas, interpretations, and emotions. You have to get inside the other players' heads and think about how they might interpret your clue. Do you remember playing the telephone game as a kid, where you whisper a phrase down a line of people and it comes out as something completely different and hilarious at the end? Now imagine that, but with drawing. That's Telestrations. This is less of a competitive game and more of a guaranteed laugh fest. Everyone gets a secret word and a dry erase sketchbook. You draw your word, then pass your book to the next person. That person looks at your drawing, and only your drawing, and has to guess what you drew. They write their guess on the next page and then pass the book to the next person. The big reveal at the end, where you see how T-Rex somehow became singing chicken, is always, without fail, absolutely hysterical. The lateral thinking here is all about interpretation and communication without words. It's a game that relies entirely on your creativity and your ability to make unconventional connections. If you want a game that is pure joy and will have your sides hurting from laughter, Telestrations is it. For our final game, we have something truly special. It's a game that's as beautiful as it is strategic. It's called Wingspan. Yes, it's a game about birds. But trust me, you do not have to be an ornithologist to fall in love with this game. You are a bird enthusiast trying to attract the best birds to your wildlife preserve. Each bird is represented by a gorgeous, beautifully illustrated card with unique powers and abilities. It's an engine-building game, which means the birds you play early on will help you take more powerful actions later. The gameplay is so smooth and satisfying. On your turn, you take one of just 4 possible actions: play a bird, gain food, lay eggs, or draw more bird cards. The trick is that every bird you add to a habitat makes the action for that habitat stronger. Wingspan challenges you to find unconventional solutions at every turn. You might have a grand strategy in mind, but the birds you draw and the food that's available might not cooperate. You have to pivot, adapt, and find clever combos that maybe you didn't see at first. It's a peaceful yet deeply engaging game that will have you thinking laterally to create the perfect avian engine. And that's a wrap! 7 incredible board games that will make you think differently and unlock your inner genius. Hopefully, our guide to the 7 best lateral thinking board games has helped you to find one that suits your gaming needs. Whether you're into the silly fun of Hedbanz and Telestrations, the deep strategy of Dominion and Wingspan, or the creative puzzles of Dixit and Labyrinth, there's truly something in this list for every type of player and every type of game night. I mean, come on, a game about building a bird engine, it doesn't get more creative than that. The best part about all these games is that they do more than just entertain. They challenge you, they push you to be more creative, and they strengthen those problem-solving muscles in your brain. All of these games are highly rated for a reason. They are expertly designed to be fun, engaging, and will absolutely challenge your creative reasoning skills. So next time you're looking for a game, maybe skip the one you've played 100 times and try one that will make you think outside the box, or off the board, or... You get it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was a blast. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, and definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your favorite lateral thinking game is. Is it on this list, or is there another hidden gem we should know about? Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.